This is a test. This is a test. This is a test, test, test. No, this video is not a test, but what you're experiencing and what you're navigating through, that is the test. What you are experiencing in these past few days, weeks, months, it's a test. It's something that keeps revisiting you because there's a lesson that you need to learn. There's something that you need to learn that you're not learning, that you're resistant to it because you may feel like your way is the way. But when you are living a spirit led life, your way is spirit, must be spirit's way. If your way is not aligned to spirit, then you're misaligned. If you are saying this is the kind of life that I want to live, the tests are going to come. The tests are important to your spiritual evolution. If your spiritual evolution is your main priority, and if you're focused on alignment and being and living in and on purpose, this is a test. This is a test. Will you show up for yourself? Will you hear the nudge of what spirit is telling you to do? So the other day, my spirit was like, okay, when you get to the space, go ahead and record a video. And I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Boom. And then that has been my most viewed video. So I have a small budding channel. I have a growing channel because my desire, my intention is to connect to my aligned, those who are aligned to me, who need those soft reminders, those self-governing, those sovereign men and women, those sovereign persons, those people who are in alignment with their soul, their purpose, who may need those gentle and soft reminders. That's what I'm here for. That's who I'm aligned to. That's who I'm called to. Because you guys can understand what I'm saying. You are picking up what I'm putting down. So obedience is better than sacrifice because obedience is the investment into our what's next. I came out here to do my journaling. Boom, boom, boom. You see that in the back. But obedience, it talks about these small intrinsic nudges that come. Well, it doesn't say that specifically, but you know. So it looks like showing up for yourself always in all ways. If the world isn't showing up for you, it's time for you to show up for yourself. And guess what? We don't really care about this world. We're in this world, but not of this world. And I was explaining this to someone last week. They were like, oh, do you have a bike crew that you ride with? And I'm like, no, I pretty much ride by myself. I don't ride by myself because I want to be by myself. When you are on a spirit led path and journey, you are not doing things alone because you want to. It just happens to be that way. It's a necessity. You have to go where you're being led. And sometimes where you're being led, people's free will is like, I don't want to do what you're doing. I don't want to go what you're going. And the test looks like, are you going to still show up for yourself even though nobody else wants to show up alongside you? Are you still going to show up for yourself even if no one is going to show up alongside you? You say you want the things that you want, but this is a test. That is a test. Are you going to pass the test? Are you going to choose yourself? Are you going to choose the aligned thing? Are you going to choose a different choice? Are you going to keep going down the same? Are you going to be insane? Are you going to keep on that same loop? Are you going to keep making the same mistakes? It's no longer a mistake, it's a habit. It's no longer a mistake. It's a habit. If you keep repeating it and you keep failing, it is no longer a mistake. It is a habit. So now it's time to change your habits. It's time to start looking at yourself a little bit differently. It's time for you to start being honest with yourself. It's time for you to start being that honest friend that you are to everybody else, to yourself. It's time for you to turn inward. It's time for you to take a hard look and say, you know what? Yep. You know what? And sometimes, guess what? It doesn't feel good to pass the test. It's like, when you get that paper and you write in your paper and then you get it back and it's all marked up and the words are circled and strike through and all these other edits and you like, damn. So yeah, say, damn. But also, okay, I can improve here. I can improve here. I can improve here. So I am preparing for my TED talk on TEDx Paris Street that is upcoming. And I remember when I was writing my script that I got feedback and there were all these color coded things. And I'm like, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I wrote what my spirit is telling me to. So I wanted to get offended, y'all. And then I felt my feels. And then I actually looked at the feedback. I actually started looking at it and was like, okay, I can improve this. I see what's being said here. Okay. Humility is what is going to allow us to pass these tests. Humility, humbling ourselves before source, spirit, however source, spirit, universe, God, highest ancestors presents themselves to you specifically. Humbling yourself to listen, listening to understand, listening to make a sound decision, listening to become better, listening to grow, listening to next level, listening because you know that you're here to live in and on purpose. Alignment, alignment is a result of obedience. And who are we obeying other than our higher selves, but not just our higher selves, the selves that we desire to be. And this is how the embodiment comes. This is how embodiment shows up. This is a test. It's all a test. Even you seeing this video pop up on your algorithm, whether you're a subscriber or not, please subscribe. Join the Rich Life Experience. Come on over. Let's go. We're all in alignment. We're all here to live in and on purpose. So join us. But even if you've seen this on your algo and you're like, okay, let me just click on it and see what this person is saying, that was a test. Even however long you watched this video, if you watched it to this moment, this was a test. A test of your attention, a test of your commitment, a test if you're going to follow that intuitive nudge. So if you're here, that intuitive nudge said, I'm going to click on this today. I'm going to watch this today. I'm going to tap into this today. It's all a test. And you just get to decide if you're going to pass or fail. And so guess what? Sometimes we pass the test with a C. Sometimes we pass it with a D. Sometimes we pass it with an A. A pass is a pass is a pass. When I took my cosmetology certifications years ago, it was pass fail. You know what the number is. You just need to get over that number. You just need to make it over that 85. You just need to make it over that 85 in your practical. You just need to make it over a 75 in your theory. This is a test. That is a test. And I want to say, if you're watching this video, you are doing a great job. Great job in you following the intuitive nudge to watch this video. Great job. You're passing the test. You passed this test. And the test that we're talking about that's in your life that I have no idea that you're navigating through, you're going to pass that too. Because you're going to choose yourself. You're going to prioritize your spiritual evolution. You're going to start taking yourself seriously. You're going to start taking your purpose and your mission and what you came here to do in this reality seriously. Seriously. Life is about tests because we're here for the testimonies. Life gives us tests for the benefit of testimonies. So we get to speak our truth, what we heal through, what we grow through. It's all a test because your life is a testimony. But if you continue failing your test, there's no testimony to be had. But it's when you pass your test that you now have a testimony that you can share to those who are aligned to you and who you are and where you're growing to. It's all a test. And guess what? If you fail again and you fail again and you fail again, it's the awareness that you're failing. It's the awareness that you're not passing. It's the awareness that there's more that you have to work on and improve on and develop. It's the awareness. It's the awareness. I love you, love you, love you. Thank you for tapping in. Connect with me on social media at A. Rich Book. If you haven't already, definitely subscribe to this channel because I'm just going to be giving it to the align. Like that's what it's about. That's what it's about. We live in abundance. There's no lack here. We live in abundance. There's no lack here. Pass the test. We live in abundance. There's no lack here. Subscribe to my email list at on my website www.arichbook.com. I have some goodies coming there. You can download 10 thoughts to affirmation, a deeper connection, where there are 10 affirmative statements that can begin transforming your life today. I love you, love you, love you, and I'll catch you on the next Rich Life Experience.